What? What's up, guys? It's McSpartan, and I have not uploaded in a long time. I am sorry about that, but it's because well, I don't really like to make excuses, but I'm gonna be a hypocrite and do it anyways. I'm just gonna tell you why I wasn't uploading. One is I try to get some Battlefield 3 gameplay because I've been playing that a lot most of the time, but for the longest time, two times my capture card wasn't even working. It wouldn't even let me like bring the program up. And then like the 3 days after that, I got it to work. It wouldn't like capture gameplay. It would capture like 30 or 40 seconds in to a Battlefield game, and then it would say error, problem capturing the thing jigger. I don't know what it said exactly, but it was like error. So, and when I do record Battlefield, I just don't seem to play as well. I wish all games had theater mode because I like to come back and play in theater mode because that's what I do for all my Reach gameplays. When I'm like capturing while I'm doing something, I don't know, I like put a pressure on myself that like I have to do good and I think too much about it. Then I get mad when I like die because I'm trying to get a gameplay. And I just don't have fun. So I don't know if you're going to see a lot of Battlefield 3 gameplay. Modern Warfare 3, my brother has it. I wasn't going to buy it, but my brother just got it last night as I'm doing this. It's 11/10, November 10th. So I might play that, but I'd rather not because I don't know. We'll see. But I do have some stuff to talk about. I did think about things. First, I want to think about how I think up with these things. I want to be first of all, I don't want to be like a commentator who just does like updates and crap all the time. Like I do at the beginning of the video, but I really like Only Use Me Blade. How he does like a commentary that makes you learn things like about life, like which is kind of nerdy. But I am a nerd, so you're gonna have to deal with it. I I like to learn stuff, if it's tips on a game, how to play, or it's something that can help me better myself in life. I want to get something out of it. I mean, I like comedy. Like I watch Team 4 Star, which is they do the DBZ abridged. I mean, I do that just for laughs, but I like to learn stuff. So let's get right into it. What I want to talk about, and I wrote this down because I forget a lot of things. Like if I had some past things to talk about and I forgot what I was going to talk about. But I wrote this down. And I'm going to talk about, it says difficulty of humans. That's what I wrote down. Yeah, the difficulty of humans is not understanding one another. I mean, like that's why we have so many wars. We don't understand one another, and like you see that evident in just ignorant people. Ignorant not in the sense of rude, because that's not even the right definition of ignorant that people use. They're ignorant about the meaning of ignorant. But the ignorant people who say like, yeah, let's go kill those towel heads. Like, no, we don't want to kill them all. We're worried about the Taliban, the terrorists, the extremists who want to attack our country. We're not battling the whole country of Iran or Iraq or Afghanistan or the whole Middle East. We're not the freaking Inquisition or I don't know, the Reformation, something in European history class. I don't like that class. But yeah, like the religious wars where we battled for Israel, and that's still going on today. I mean, we really can't let this stuff go. I mean, like I said, no one understands each other. It's ridiculous. Like, you're just gonna fight people based on their religion? I think that's retarded. Like, even people who have something against atheists, I mean, that's actually going against your religion if you're Christian, because God's one thing that he promotes is free will. I mean, that's why when Adam and Eve took the apple, we may not be perfect, but we have our own free will to make our decisions, and that decides whether or not we're going to go to hell or not. If you're a Christian, I'm sorry if I'm like pushing my beliefs on you. I'm just talking about like what I believe in. Like I'm a Lutheran, which is basically, we just learned about that in European history too. It's basically Catholicism without the stricter things. There's no like confession or anything like that. But yeah, like even atheism, it's like let them do what they want to do. I mean, if they don't want to believe in God, that's their choice. I mean, and my Latin teacher, he's probably one of my favorite teachers because he's so knowledgeable, and he was talking about how he's a Catholic, but he says the problem with atheism and why people are scared of atheists a lot of the time is because their argument actually makes sense. I mean, why do you think we call religion faith? Faith means a blind, like, it means you're just blindly worshipping something. That's what I was looking for. I mean, we don't know that there's an actual God. I mean, 2,000 years ago, Jesus was born, if he was born. I mean, I believe in it, but there's no real evidence. It's just some old guys writing in a book, but I guess that's history for you. I mean, no one really says that it... I mean, there's a lot of things in the Bible that... Well, I haven't really read the Bible. I'm just going to get that out there. But there's a lot of places in the Bible that don't make sense. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous sometimes. Oh, another thing is about not understanding people. It's not just religion, but sexual orientation. Like, you're going to hell because you're gay? No. Just because you're gay, you go to hell? That's retarded. I mean, just let them do what they want. I mean, what was it? I think it was Sodom. That story in the Bible. People were like, see, he was gay and now he's going to hell. No, it was more about, like, distrusting your neighbor, if I'm remembering this right. It's more about he didn't treat his guests very well. And we just got done reading Dante's Inferno, where he lays out the levels of hell, and sodomy is actually in there, which is, I think, is stupid, but a lot of old things are in there. And here I get wrecked by a shotgun guy. A lot of old beliefs are in there, like, I think it was barrators, corrupt politicians who would sell their money, who would sell, like, political offices, which doesn't happen very much, but that was written in, like, the 14th century, like 1300. So, I mean, and people weren't really akin to gays. I mean, they just started coming out in the Italian, like, it was like an inquisition for gays in Italy in, like, the Renaissance period, and that's when they started actually realizing that there were gays out there, and some were executed, and I think that's just stupid. But another reason, here's another example of why people can't understand each other, is because I took psychology last year, and we learned about, well, kids can't see the other people's point of view. Like, we actually brought some kids in. It was like a career day where you go in with your parents or whatever, and some teachers' kids came in, and we got some pretty little kids in there, and we, like, did some tests on them, not like inhumane tests, but, like, we just tested to see what Piaget's different cognitive abilities they had developed so far. And, like, a lot of the littler kids, smaller, younger, whatever, I don't care about my grammar, hate English, but like around the 5-6 age, they couldn't do the test where they saw someone else's point of view. Like, you can have them stand and you can have them walk around this shape. It could be like a triangle on one side and then, like, a picture of a square on the other side of the desk. Say something like that. Like, there's a paper facing them, and then that's a triangle, and a paper facing the direct opposite way, that's a square. And you can have them walk around and show that it's a square and show that it's a triangle, and you'll say, well, what do you see? And they'll say, a triangle. And then you'll say, what do I see? If they're on the other side of the table, and they'll say, a triangle. And then they'll go to the other side, and then you say, what do you see? A square. Well, what do I see? A square. Like, they can't see other people's point of view, even though that they know that that thing's on the other side. It's just something that we develop as we get older. But even if that is true, oh, this is a cool little thing here. I started turning around. You can't see it in theater mode. It, like, knocks me out of first person for some reason. But I turned around while I was assassinating some, like you can in Armor Lock, and got that second guy. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, we still don't even have that, I believe. Like, we develop that, we can see other people's point of view, but we really can't know them. And if we could know people, then maybe we would be able to not fight so much. I mean, it's crazy how much fighting there is. But yeah, there's a that's just like another example is how like selfish we are. Like we're not really selfish, but like if someone asks you something, you're gonna give your point of view like first. You're not going to give someone else's point of view because your point of view is the one you know the best, which makes sense. But there are other people's point of view to take into account. Like a lot of the times people don't do charity or whatever because they see their point of view first. Like I know I am. I'm just lazy. I'm just like, oh, I'd rather do this than go do charity when it's more about helping people. I mean, we just take our views into account first because, well, we're all a little selfish. And that brings me to my last point, which is I watch an anime called Naruto, and that's one of the main themes is like uh, Naruto, the main character, the Shippuden one. The first one's all about him like not giving up, but Shippuden, it's all about understanding others, and they're trying to figure out the answer to why we can stop fighting, and he wants to just understand people and let them take their anger out on him, but the bad guy wants to cast this like illusion over people using the moon to control their minds so there won't be any fighting anymore, and they're fighting over that. It's just ironic, but it's a really awesome anime. I suggest you guys go check it out. But that's it. I go 35 and 11, and thank you guys for watching.